All right, guys, welcome back. So you guys looking at Robinhood daily chart. On this chart, we want to go through what I'm expecting for this stock to do in the next maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months. But so far, yeah, this stock has hit on Friday new all-time highs. New all-time highs close at this 114.67. 117 is the highest print. So the previous option expiration, this stock has closed at this price somewhere around like 108-ish level. So this is, I will explain you guys in a bit, but I want to draw a line here, okay? So let's just mark it as a pink. I want to be super quick with this one, but again, yeah, let's stick with this trend, okay? So I have a support trend line right here. I'm pretty sure everybody can see it. And then I just drew a parallel to the next high, which was somewhere around here. And then it was pretty much, I was watching this channel before stock flushed to these, pretty much to test this level. And it didn't breach this level. If you take a look at these like 2 weeks right here after reporting earnings, it flushed down, quickly bounced back up. And then it started grinding its way back up. So now I will be watching as a resistance this line right there for the next week or so, and also very big option expiration. Okay, so last option expiration, and by option expiration I'm talking about the monthlies that are every third Friday of the month. Okay, so this was the July, this is August 15th. So this period right here is essentially 1 month, okay? So this is where it closed, and there are times stocks just do that. They just, after going higher or after going lower for quite some time, they tend to have months where it will pretty much burn the premium. It can go lower, higher, but eventually will finish the OPEX right around that level. It doesn't have to be precisely that level, but it will be hovering around that level. So for me, what I'm watching for this stock from here now is there are a few things I'll watch, but purely in terms of price action, maybe squeeze a little bit higher or drift a little bit higher towards this resistance area, this resistance trend line that I'm watching, maybe somewhere around 122, 125 even. And then quickly flush back down to these 110 areas. We have seen that happen with PLTR. Just to have an idea for you guys, I want to just go back and show you guys what I'm looking for essentially. So this is Palantir stock, right? So it did grind its way back from like 30 all the way to 125. And then after essentially expiration, if you don't know what it is, it's basically pretty big VIX expiration day. And after that, into the option expiration, monthly option expiration, when we had like 3 days left, stock essentially flushed down like 15%, I believe. Let's measure this move. So essentially grinds way up from 125, it comes down to like 96, and then finishes at 101. So give or take, yeah, 15-point move down. Yeah, about 15-20% flush down. Similar price action I'm pretty much expecting for Robinhood. If you haven't been watching, I mean, we were pretty bullish Robinhood and pretty spot on from the beginning of this stock going public back in October 21st, October 27, 2021. This is when I started talking about this one. All the way talked down to this $10 price target. And then from 10, we started talking about 30 plus S&P inclusion. S&P inclusion, pullback, $70 plus, $100 plus. But from all those pretty much expectations, the only thing left for this stock is pretty much join S&P 500. I don't know if it's still, I don't think it is in S&P 500 yet. But it's just a matter of time for this name to be there, but it's not the reason to buy it, right? So, but we were just speculating that this stock would become profitable, and it started becoming profitable in 2024, and from there, from $10 went to 70, pulled back all the way to $30 in April, and then from 30 all the way to 120. Yeah, it's a little bit overstretched. I don't want to say on a daily it's extended, but it has had so much move. And if you take a look at the year-to-date gain, I think it's just pretty, let's just measure just to be precise, and then we'll talk about the option activity. So far, year-to-date, stock is up 200%, 206%. So outperforming the heck out of anything out there. There's a lot of stocks, but I'm sure Robinhood is one of the best performing stocks year-to-date so far, okay? So, and I'm expecting some sort of a pullback towards 50-day simple moving average. So if it repeats Palantir playbook, it would just go a little bit higher, and then it will just flush back down to maybe to test this trend line. But ideally, I'm going to be watching the 50-day moving average. And again, it doesn't have to happen in 1 day or 2 days. It can happen in multiple days. But it's running away from its 50-day moving average, which is at the moment 91-ish area. So if it goes a little bit higher, VIX expiration happens on Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday PM or Wednesday AM. And then I'm expecting if it just on Wednesday, if I see this stock, let's say at 125, maybe even it goes to 130, then I would be certainly looking to place some downside on this name. So far, yeah, it's breaking out its new all-time highs. Now I want to show the sellers that are just coming in and pretty much dumping here and there. Let's just show you this chart. This is pretty much where people, in my opinion, could have been taking profits. This is volume leaders, and yeah, I'm seeing orders right there. Large orders, 23, 16, number 14, number 25, and these are large orders, okay? These are like $200 million order, at least $150 million. And I think that these are profit takers, especially after stock has gone up so much. If I switch to lower time frames, you will see the cluster where they were coming in. So anytime stock, you saw the stock pulling back, hovering between 100 and 110, every pop people were pretty much taking profit. So yes, stock can definitely trade above these levels, but I'm expecting that the risk to the downside, not to the upside. So risk of going long is higher than risk of going short, in my opinion. But again, I don't have a position. I'm not trading this stock, but I'm watching it to drift a little bit higher and then pull back. So that's my take for Robinhood. That's what I'm watching. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. This is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.